What's going on? It's your boy Godbody 2009. And I know y'all been finally waiting for this. I know y'all like Godbody. What is going on? But I have to make sure this is, the best, and I have to give y'all deep in-depth details and really good information. And it's gonna be many different stories and many different from a lot of them from fictional characters, and but it has a very in-depth, it's going to give you very in-depth dark lessons and very in-depth pieces of a Scorpio man, not only a Scorpio man, but different sections of life period. It's going to give you pieces about relationships. It's going to give you pieces about the Scorpio. Is going to give you pieces about understanding the depths of an individual. It's going to give you many different pieces. So I want to give y'all, try to see if I can get some of y'all in here. But I know y'all always show me love and y'all always support me. So all I can tell y'all to do is make sure y'all like as y'all enter, because I want to give y'all some time to come in, because I know nobody really want to miss this. But I'm gonna give y'all a couple of sneak peeks into how I'm gonna write, how I'm gonna put this and give it to y'all, because I know y'all been waiting so patiently, and I know the least I can do is give y'all pieces of it. And I'm still scrapping and rough drafting, seeing what needs to be there and what don't need to be there. But I want y'all to give me y'all honest opinion. I know y'all gonna enjoy it, but I want y'all to get a piece of it. I want y'all to be able to enjoy this and understand this. So I'm going to give y'all pieces of a chapter. I'm gonna give y'all I'm gonna give y'all a piece of two chapters. I'm gonna give y'all a piece of chapter, um, deep connection with her love, and the dark pieces of the man. You know, the chapter's gonna be called, a deep connection to her love and the dark pieces of a man. Cause I'm still scrapping. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put, and I'm gonna give y'all a piece of the intro also. So y'all just make sure y'all like as y'all enter, and I appreciate the love. And I'm gonna read in the first chapter. I'm gonna start with is inside, deep inside her love. You know, with the intimate erotic kiss, it sealed the fate of our connection. The deep loyalty and trust ran through my veins with erotic thoughts going through my mind. I connected with her with the taste of her lips, connecting with me with her heart, not only her heart, but her body, her mind, and also her soul. And I also knew I was sealed. I also knew it was deeper than what I could fathom. Through her body, I cored and I yearned. I looked at her with depth, with look, with intensity. I can't go too much deep into it because it's really erotic, and it's kind of really it's one of those, that's why I told y'all I gotta put a lot of stuff in the book. So I gotta give y'all little pieces, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all little pieces, man. I can only give y'all little pieces, but I'm gonna go around because I know y'all want to hear some of it. I'm trying to give y'all some time to come in. I don't want to jump in it too early. But I'm just giving y'all, hey, what's going on? The Dark of the Berries going on, Loretta Hughes, what's going on? Emerald, what's going on? Selena, I caught the chat. The blood, the blood boiled to my veins, increasing with desire, increasing with passion. I yearned to touch her body, the softness of her skin, the swiftness of her hips, the agility of her body. I could feel the core of her heat coming off her body. I could feel the want. I could feel the sexual tension building between us. I could feel the fantasy playing in my head, but also playing in reality, but playing in more depths into my mind as we play out our fantasies, as we play out our love, as we play out our passion. And I can't go but so deep, but I can only give y'all a little, I can give y'all certain pieces of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all certain pieces of it, man. And I love y'all. I love y'all for coming in because I know y'all been wanting to hear it. Hey, what's going on? Caught the live. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I see y'all up in here. I really appreciate the love. And y'all give me a second. Y'all know how I always do. And in this video, I'm not just gonna give y'all just the book reading, but I'm gonna give y'all a little video with it. But this is mainly about giving y'all little pieces of the book, and I want to be able to y'all be able to understand it and get a piece, get a feel of what I'm bringing to y'all. Because it's going to take many different turns. It's going to have many different in-depth tales. It's going to have many different erotic stories and different dark tales of different characters, and it's really gonna be something you're gonna really be able to like, man, you be like, what? Like this is crazy, but you be like, how old? You can be like thinking I'm an older person writing this, but it's coming from me, so I'm giving y'all some in-depth stuff. So y'all give me 1 second. You know, let me give y'all another piece. With just a look at her, I became increasingly mesmerized. I became increasingly in tune with her. It's though her eyes spoke with me through my mind, through the depths of my body, through the core of my chest. I could feel it almost like a furnace burning inside of me with passion, with desire. I looked at her. We became increasingly intense. We became increasingly in tune. I'm trying to. I know. I can't read certain parts because it's still too. It's gonna be a little bit inappropriate. But I'm trying to give y'all a little something, something. You know, see if I can get because that's gonna be like a little too much. I'm gonna go around this a little bit with the touch of her thighs. I felt the softness not only of her body but also of her spirit. I became in tune with her on different levels because of my many different pasts and my many different battles with different circumstances in my life. I was able to understand her. I was able to touch her intensely, body mind connection, and I was also able to see her through passion. We spoke with each other with our bodies. We tasted each other with our gifts, with our physical traits, with our deep passions, with our deep desires, with our deep connections. We bonded, we emerged, we became one. I'm just giving y'all a little something because I know I can't read every part, but I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. And a lot of people didn't believe in what I was bringing to the table. A lot of people didn't understand what I was really bringing to the table, what I was really talking about when I said a book. When I mean I'm giving y'all a book, I'm giving y'all a book. Like it's gonna be like an in-depth book. It's nothing gonna be simple about it. It's nothing gonna be regular and plain about it. It's gonna be really in-depth. So with this, you're gonna be able to understand the many different parts. I mean, I can read only certain parts, because of I'm still, on a platform, so I still gotta having certain guidelines, Emerald. That's all. Hey, Sharmona Scott, what's going on? I'm glad to see all of you. I hope y'all able to catch it, whatever you can catch. And this is going to be a part of the intro right here. And with this video, I'm going to. This video is not just going to be about the book reading. This video is going to be called the transition within the book reading because behind the book, I'm gonna tell y'all certain pieces of the stories. Why did I choose to write about certain fictional characters and put certain circumstances? I put certain scenarios, and what made me really inspired me to really want to put this together. So I'm gonna try to explain that to y'all. You know, though the dark roads he traveled many times before, from dealing with death, from dealing with the realities of which he's seen, from dealing with seeing many things in many different ways. He's seen the depths of individuals. He's seen the reality of individuals. He was able to see the core of individuals, not only because of being a Scorpio man, but because of being a different individual. From the very beginning, he had a different life, he had a different path, he had a different calling. He was able to see many people on many different levels, see many different people in many different causes in life, see many different people in many different layers of their souls and layers of their character and layers of their personality, because he was able to understand the realities of life. He was able to understand the darkness, and the dark is also the light within the individual. He didn't just see things in one dimension, he seen things in multiple dimensions. He seen the realities of even his own loved ones, oftentimes with no refuge to find real clarity to the answers of which he yearned for. Growing up was an ultimate challenge because his life was different. His life was parallel from which he grew up around and the many kids he was surrounded around. His life was almost as though he was a man within a child, and he had to find a balance. He had to find an equivalent to find some type of normalcy, some type of balance, some type of real peace of mind within life, some type of real connection towards being a child, some type of real connection towards having a regular lifestyle, being a regular boy. But the normalcy and having a normal life was only a dream that could be achieved by someone else because of his many experiences, because of his many circumstances. It took a dark turn, but he always kept a hold to the piece of himself, which mattered the most. Was his inner spirit, was his inner laughter, was his inner humanity, which was his art, which was his passion, which was his rage, which he turned into passion. So, I'm just giving y'all a little something, something. The intensity of the man had layers. It was deeper than what she had experienced from any man she had ever been with. This man was able to understand her own depths, which she could never fathom, even in her own self. He looked at her with piercing eyes. He looked at her with intensity beyond what she could ever understand or ever comprehend. She became aroused by his stare. She became intensified by his looks, by in depth his in depth ways to not only look at her physical traits, but look at her through deeper eyes, through the eyes of her spirit, which is skin deep, through the eyes of her heart, which is unseen. So I'm just giving y'all a little something, something, man, because I don't know, y'all. I know it's only everybody like, oh, I'm probably celebrating the holidays. I know everybody's. I don't know if I'm doing it too early either. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all in here, y'all just let me know. Let me know how y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Let me know how it sounds to y'all. Cause I know y'all paying real close attention. So y'all let me know. Y'all can give me some feedback. Y'all can give me some I'm giving y'all little sneak peeks, because this is it's real different. It's gonna be really dark. It's not gonna be no fairy tales or no real those type of stories. It's gonna be some really interesting, really vivid type of stories. You know, in these tales, and this is part of the introduction also. In the tales of these stories, you will see vivid scenarios of sexual fantasies through different deep love scenarios, through different people, fictional characters, but also stories of reality that are relatable to all. You will see the eyes in many different phases of stories of life, of love, of passion, of pain, and of triumph. I'm gonna show y'all many, many different pieces. I'm gonna show y'all through the eyes of not only of the Scorpio, but of through just the really different, more. Dr. Berry said, "Hey, Shay, what's going on? You want me to read some more? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all let me know y'all feeling me. Let me know how y'all feeling me, man. It's wonderful. I like how descriptive it is. Oh yeah, through the tip of my tongue, I can taste her passion. I can taste her pleasure. I can taste her feminine nature. I could taste her arousal and her attraction and her magnetic pull towards me. I could feel her pain. I could feel her pleasure. I could taste her many different flavors, which were exotic, which were mesmerizing, which were intriguing, which every spoonful of her I tasted, which made me only desire more, which made me only understand it more, which made me appreciate the taste of her flavors, which made me appreciate the different rhythms of her body. This is going my book it's going to be it's not going to be for no this ain't no fairy tale bedtime story type of stuff. It's going to be real descriptive. It's going to be really passionate. It's going to be very adult. So I'm just putting it out there. Y'all understand my channel. So I want to be make sure I get that clear. I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there. Okay. And this is gonna be called because y'all always give me this. Y'all always be like King. So this chapter I call King. Through the courage I built didn't come naturally. It came naturally, but it came through pain. It came through the challenges of many aggressors, of many different dark tunnels I had to take with many different dark characters, with many different wicked people I had to face in my lifetime, with many different apps from different people who should have been present, which many different times where it should have been loyalty, there was jealousy. When many times it should have been love, there was hatred. When many times there should have been a friend, there was a foe. This is where my character was illustrated. This is where my strength was illustrated. This is where the author wrote the book. So I'm just giving y'all little pieces, and that's called the King. And through my rage and through my anger, I was able to see on many different levels. But even though I was able to see on many different levels, I was still misguided by my many, many different terrible influences, my many, many different misguided theories and misguided uh, concepts and philosophies in which I endured, in which I ate up like a baby eats cereal. I was able to be brainwashed. I was able to be confused. I was able to be conflicted into thinking otherwise, thinking less than a king, thinking less than a leader, thinking less in what I was, thinking less than what I was supposed to be. But through pain, through passion, through death, through love, through experience, I was able to endure. I was able to find a path. I was able to find a outlet. I was able to find a pull, the pull me towards being the king, the pull towards being that stronger man. Just giving y'all little pieces. Just giving y'all little pieces. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all coming in here. Because I know a lot of y'all really been want to be like, oh, Godbody, is there a book? Is there a book? Yes, it's definitely a book. It's a very in-depth book. It's a very serious book, but it's a very, very it's gonna be a very good page turner. It's definitely gonna be a page turner. It's definitely gonna be something everybody will be able to enjoy. It's really gonna be for grown men and grown women and more, and I would say from all age limits for real, but it's gonna really be for adults. I think the age limit will be, whatever, because I done seen all types of people enjoy my content. So it'd probably be what I could never even imagine, but it's going to come on many different levels. It's going to be very sexual. It's going to be very deep. It's going to be very vivid. It's going to be very dark. It's going to be very in depth. It's going to have many different levels. Because certain pieces I give y'all like a rough draft of, because I didn't really play it all into where I wanted to be yet. But I'm giving y'all pieces to let y'all know, what's really going on with that, because I'm like, man, I've been telling y'all I was going to really share that, but I really been hesitant. and I was like, okay, I don't know if they're gonna really understand what I'm bringing, or if I should really go ahead and share this yet, or is it really time for me to share this, or do I should I really share and be in depth? Should I really be the author? Should I really be this individual? It's almost like I'm asking myself, should I be great? Should I be influential? Should I be a leader? You know what I'm saying? I'm really asking myself rhetorical questions, but it's I think a lot of artists suffer from that. A lot of authors suffer from that because you start second guessing, and when you start second guessing, you start over critiquing, and when you start over critiquing, you start taking too long. You start procrastinating. You start second guessing certain chapters. You start redoing on certain lines. You start rewriting, scrapping certain chapters you should have kept in. You started adding stuff you should have kept. It's just something that artists go through, man. It's very hard to find a balance sometimes. Just like I said in the chapter. What's up? What's going on? Yes, thank y'all so much. Thank you, Sky 11 Hook. Hey, Jamie Watson. Hey, Shawnee G. What's going on? Shay Bell again, Sky 11 Hook, Emerald, Shamona. Y'all let me know y'all let me know if y'all in the building, know in the fields. I know y'all some of y'all might feel it's feeling certain way. Like I'm gonna hear about the book Godbody, but I ain't really rocking with you like that right now. But show me some love. This is not about personal. This book is not about just me personally. This book is not about anything personal. This whole reading is not about just me, showing my face. This is about us learning, building together. This is about me really reaching out to y'all and giving y'all an in-depth, sight of me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give y'all certain pieces, man. I had to do that. I got to give y'all certain pieces. I'm gonna read a little bit of this one, so y'all enjoy. I know. Hey, sincerely, India. Hey, sincere. I really appreciate it because I know everybody don't understand book readings. Everybody be like, I don't know, whatever. But I appreciate those who are able to catch on. Because I'm still doing the video at 2, so I know everybody not gonna be able to jump into this. Or not gonna be able to understand what I'm really bringing with this, but I really hope y'all really appreciate and understand what I'm bringing. I might not. I ain't gonna even do the video. I don't know. I might do a video on top of this, but since it's just a book reading, I'm gonna just give y'all a sneak peek. I'm giving y'all a sneak peek and Scorpio erotica. It's not even like a Scorpio erotica. It's going a story of young men. It's a story of young women. It's a story of different scenarios of passionate people. It's a story of children. It's even a story coming from a child's eye. You're gonna see. It's gonna be almost like uh, in this book I'm writing. It's gonna be almost like a narrator. The child is going to be every scenario. The person is going to be the narrator. The person that was close to that individual is going to be the narrator. Like you're going to see the narration of the child coming from the perspective of a 7-year-old child, but it's not going to be like a regular child. This is going to be a child, a male child of intensity. This is going to be a male child that's living adult life, that's living a life of more adult situations, that's dealing with life circumstances that people don't ever think about, that people don't even realize. I'm trying to y'all just give me a second because I'm trying to put this in the right way. Hey, always punchy, what's going on? I really appreciate it. Let me see. Hey, can't wait to read it. Loving what I heard so far. I'm so glad I found your channel. I need a support group for my Scorpio. Oh, okay. I'm loving what I heard so far. Y'all enjoying it. Y'all let me know because I love y'all, man, and I'm doing this for y'all. Y'all. That's the only. And I know over time, every time I do these videos, it's always crazy because y'all show me different. Maybe I need to look, but I'm trying to. I got to read the book, so I got to. Y'all got to see it from maybe after I look up, maybe I'll look up and read it from y'all. And maybe it won't look so. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I have to read it like a poetry. Read it with emphasis. I gotta do it like my art teacher used to show me. You have to read it with emphasis, Mr. Williams. Read it with emphasis. Okay. Uh, with the passion I taste from her lips, she aroused me more than she could ever imagine. She showed me more than she could ever tell me through words. She turned me on more than she could ever do through any shallow movies or through any shallow lingerie. I could see the many different textures of her body. I could see the many different flavors of her heart. I could see the many different passions of her feminine nature. She showed me so many different flavors and so many different sides of her character. She showed me so many different stories of her book that she written on her heart, that she illustrated on her soul, that she spoken through her mind, through her lips, through her passions, through her thighs, through her breasts. I was able to feel her body. I was able to read her mind. I was able to illustrate a story. We was able to speak to each other with the unspoken language that could nobody else could read, nobody else could understand, nobody else could, because I don't want to, I know I got to tell y'all certain parts that no one else could put into the right pictures, that nobody else could interrupt, that no one else could bring any interruption against. We spoke a language loud through our bodies, through our passion, through our sweat, through our hot body heat. We were able to exchange a language which nobody else could decipher, which nobody else could interrupt, which nobody else could hear. Just giving y'all a little, just giving y'all little pieces of what I got for y'all, man. All right, I'm giving y'all. So now I'm gonna give y'all the stories behind this. You know what I'm saying? If more of y'all start coming in, I might read. I might open up and do another chapter. But understand, the book is written. It's going to be very passionate. Y'all showing so much love to this video already. I might just keep the video up. I don't know. Because I know y'all want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Courtney Wong. I know y'all want to really understand the passionate depths of the Scorpio man. Not only just a Scorpio man, the passionate depths of a young man. You're gonna be able to hear the passionate depths of a young man, of young women, of adult men, of adult women, of older men and older women. I'm gonna go through all the phases. I'm going to go through the 90s. I'm going to go through a child going up through the 80s. I'm going to go through the path of a man going up through the 70s. I'm going to go back to Generation X. I'm going to go through sexual relationships. I'm going to go through the raw life of reality, through the dark roads and dark stories of poverty. I'm gonna go through the real. I'm gonna hit y'all on all types of levels. So when y'all pick this up, man, y'all really support me, man, because I'm really gonna pour my heart out in this joint. I really poured my heart out in this joint, and I'm really giving y'all some really really deep sides and deep passion. Y'all coming up in here, so I might go ahead and bust out another piece just because y'all showing me love. I might bust out another chap. I might bust out a piece of another chapter. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna explain why I wrote this book, and I'm gonna explain what were my inspirations. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all really deep, in depth, pieces of why I put this together. You know what I'm saying? And I love y'all, and all I can ask y'all to do is support me. Just like always. Thank you to my moderators, Shay, Sky 11 Hook. I haven't seen my other moderators yet, but I gotta look at the chat right quick because it might be more in there. Um, this story is coming from many many different tales. It's gonna Some of them are fictional. Most of them are fictional, but it's like I'm giving y'all. They coming from real in depth pieces. You know what I'm saying? Real in depth tales. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know how y'all think about it thus far though, because if y'all be like, Godbody, I don't know about that. Maybe you should just keep that, you know what I'm saying, and scrap that up a little bit. and y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all and I appreciate y'all feedback because y'all my main audience. You know what I'm saying? The fellas, I know it's gonna be a few fellas that buy my book, but y'all as the females, Latino females, white females, um, you know, African females, uh, German. It don't even matter. Like y'all are my audience. You as the female, y'all are my main core audience. So if y'all not feeling it, it's not gonna be worth it. Me writing it. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta. It can't just sound bad to my ears. I got to go by your opinion because I've been over critiquing myself, and I realized I need to read some of it to y'all. Maybe it'll help build up my inspiration to really give it to y'all because I've been over critiquing it and taking forever, and I know that. So I want to give y'all little pieces. Wattpad, werewolf books, Wattpad, Karen, may keep it up. Hit us with another chapter. Okay, all in one book. Yeah, this gonna be all in one book. I'm gonna give y'all another passion about this love, about the love piece. I'm gonna read another a piece of deep inside her love. Through her passion, I deep down, deeper to understand her, deeper than just a small connection, deeper than just a temporary phase. I wanted to dive so deep where she could never forget me, where she would always have a photographic movie further than any porno movie, further than any exotic book, further than any small sexual encounter she ever had. I wanted to give her something that would take her breath away, that would steal her heart away, that would give her a photographic memory, that would give her a almost it's a tattoo of me on her heart, a tattoo of me of her on her spirit that nobody else could remove, that nobody else could replace, that nobody else could be. I know this book is gonna have so many different crazy turns, but I'm trying to be like, okay, I know y'all enjoying it, so I'm trying to give y'all a piece out because I'm very much like an artist. I'm very critical of my own stuff. I'm extremely critical. So I'm really like I've really been like holding back because I'm like, man, they ain't trying to hear that. Man, people ain't trying to, they ain't gonna understand where I'm coming from. That's gonna be too deep for them to understand. They not gonna really be feeling that. So I'm trying to give really in depth pieces, really deep pieces of me as an individual. With this book, I'm gonna tell y'all really in depth pieces of love, of fantasies, of different relationships, of different passion. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all different flavors and different connections on different rhythms. And this is another dark story about the dark story of the kid. Through the alleyway, I seen the man getting chased down. Through the alleyway, I seen him get victimized and pulled from his material goods, pulled stripped of his manhood, stripped of his security, stripped of his trust of his community. He was chased by not by any type of authority figure, but by his own neighboring friends, by his own neighboring youth in the community. He was chased. He was victimized. He was robbed of his dignity. I watched this as it scarred me as a child, watching the man victimized, watching the man be stripped of his goods, watching the man be given nothing more than a treatment of a dog, nothing more than a treatment of an animal. It gave me a very perverted vision of trust, a very perverted vision of friendship, a very perverted vision of how you should treat others. I seen the man jump and barely make it with his own life, jump over the fence and run for his dear life, run just like the legendary Jesse Owens, run just like a Jamaican track star, run for his life, run for his future, run for his tomorrow. So I'm just giving y'all little pieces, and this that chapter is coming from a real deep place because it does. I'm telling y'all, like it's real deep, man. It's not gonna be like no baby fairy tales. So it's this going to be really in depth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's going to be about sex. It's going to be about life. You're going to hear all the. You're going to see all the layers. You're going to see all the different corners. Hey, Jennifer. Thank you so much. I see you all seductive and stuff. Keep going. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all coming in here. Y'all tuned in too. Y'all tuned in just like a regular video, and I love y'all for that because I'm just giving y'all. I was gonna add a video, but I'm like, I'm gonna give them a chapter. I'm gonna give y'all read pieces of y'all of the book. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, I've been writing for almost 10 years, so I done written almost enough to write many books. But I'm gonna read different pieces from the one I'm currently doing, so y'all can get a piece of how Godbody writes. I don't even know if I'm going to illustrate this one first. I'm going to go ahead and do the one just strictly about the Scorpio man, but this is the one that I really want to give y'all. This book is about the dark tales of the man. You know what I'm saying? The book about the Scorpio is going to be almost as vivid, but it's going to be completely different from this. This book is going to have many different scenarios. Why you need to be more confident in yourself. I heard a little piece and it sounds good. One copy. I like that you are more approaching. Hey, what's going on? I like that you are approaching it from different angles and different. Yeah, I'm going from different levels with these pieces and this tone to this man. It was intriguing for her. It was fascinating. It was passionate for her. No man has she ever seen had so many layers, had so much depth, had so much intelligence, had so much boldness, but at the same time, she understood that it came with challenges of his life. It came with challenges from his past. It came from deep, dark angles of his soul, which he never was able to clean out like an old dusty closet. It kept old cobwebs. It kept old baggage. It kept old skeletons in which he tried to bury inside the depths of his pain through his art, through his expression, through his love, through his passionate sex. He was able to fantasize not only through physical, but through many different languages in which she could only stand, in which she could only read, which made their connection deeper, which made their connection deeper than anybody could understand, deeper than what she would try to make anybody understand. She realized that his love, his passion was one of a kind, that it's something that she had to understand, but it's something that she wanted to understand, and it's something that she could never, ever replace. I just want to give y'all. I'm just giving y'all a little something. Your Virgo moon will help you measure and critique your own work. Don't worry. I'm just giving y'all little pieces. If you want to follow me, like always, follow me on Godbody underscore 2009. I'm giving y'all a deep book about different levels. And these are really different tales. So that's what I really like about this. It's just like my videos. It's going to have a different edge that you never heard before. It's going to have really different pieces that you never really heard before. Though he experienced pain through much absences and death of close loved ones, of close neighborhood comrades, of close people that he never thought would disappear or dissipate from his life. He learned that everything is not always forever. Love is forever, but your physical relationships can be temporary, that your physical connections can be temporary. This is why he always made a pact with himself to love deeper than any person that was in the previous seat. He knew that he had to show by first impression and make it the best impression through his relationships. He was able to show his passion. He was able to show his many colors. He was able to show his many layers because of the absences of the many people and the many tragedies he had to deal with. His love and his passion was deeper than any man that she had ever encountered. And it became something that she could never, ever hold on to for a short period of time, it had to be deeper than the regular facades that she's seen on TV, than the regular facades she's seen on reality television, than the regular facades that she's seen in many, many examples from many different women of her past. So I'm just giving y'all a little something. I really feel bad when people compare Scorpios with some sex machine. There is thank you so much, Dr. Barry. Love it so far. A love language is not all will understand, but those that know. Yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be very intense. It's gonna be a very passionate piece. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all a real deep connection with, you know, not only, just a piece of me, as an individual, but you're gonna see many different sides. You know, I really love y'all for really giving me an ear. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make this stupid long like I always do. Even though I know y'all appreciate my stuff, I really wanna bang something out for y'all right quick. So I might go ahead and just bang something out for y'all right quick and just add it on to the title. You know what I'm saying? And just do it like that. So let me just do it like that. So with this video, it's going to be called The Transition. This is going to be called A Real Scorpio Man, The Transition, along with the book reading. You know what I'm saying? Because with the understanding why I wrote this book, I'll be able to understand, explain to you why the Scorpio, why we have so many deep connections, why is it so passionate, why is it so intense, why did Godbody even write this book? Because you got to understand that when a Scorpio man gets to the Phoenix level, it's not just trying to act like we better than everybody, not trying to say we smarter than everybody, not trying to say we excel better than everybody, but it's about us taking every gift that we accommodate, every gift that we gain, every piece of ounce of intelligence that we gain, every piece of knowledge, every piece of information, every strength, every muscle that we build is going to be used to influence the next man. It's going to be used to teach the next person. It's going to be used to put that life back into our partner. That's why when you with a Scorpio man, you feel revived. You feel his energy. You feel the genuine sexual connection because you're feeling the real deeper core of the man. You're feeling the deeper sides of a man that lived in many different paths, that experienced many different things. That's why it's so intense. That's why it has such a vivid picture. You know what I'm saying? Just like my book is going to have many different vivid pictures. It's going to have many different dark tales. It's going to have many different deep stories of every obstacle, every type of scenario you could think of. I'm going to give y'all a very in-depth picture and understand why this man, has such deep relationships, why his relationships are so passionate. Where did his passion come from? Where did his deepness come from? Where did his layers come from? Why is he so connected? Why is his sex so intense when he's with her? You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to understand his intensity was built up from a young age. His passion was built up from a young age. His connection to understand the depths of that woman was built up from an early standpoint in his life. It didn't just happen, uh, you know, just just so to happen. It did just happen by accident. So with these stories, you're gonna be able to understand the different depths of a person. You're gonna and understand. It's gonna be able to make you look at different people. And with this video, I'm gonna be able to explain. I'm gonna explain to you about the transition. I'm gonna read a little bit as I go along. He was able to understand the many sides of the misfits, as far as the school nerds, the dorky kids, or the untalented, or the unathletic. He was able to look at them with a non-judgmental eye because of his sister, because of his many different pains in life, because of the many different losses. It gave him a sense of humility. It gave him a sense of in-depth friendship. It gave him a sense of loyalty beyond seeing a person for their shallow attributes, beyond seeing a person for their shallow temporary use. He was able to see the depths of a person through their heart, through their soul, through their character, beyond their appearance, beyond their unorthodox abilities. He was able to read the person, read the love, read the life. So I'm just giving y'all different pieces. You know, with each which each chapter you'll be able to see like a deeper piece of me, and see a deeper pieces of yourself, and see deeper pieces of the individuals of life, of sex, of passion, of growing up, of childhood, of connection, of life, of death. You can be able to get all the layers with the book. I'm going to give y'all all the pieces. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to give y'all some stuff like you know how you read certain stuff, it's like you know, let's when it's going to get to the good parts, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of books I've read, certain books I've read which was just banging, but then there was certain books I read where it was just like, okay, let's get to the let's cut let's where's the, you know what I'm saying, because everybody's different, everybody has a different way of illustrating themselves. Certain people think it just have to it needs to be a certain way. If it's not dry, it don't have a certain dryness, it's not a good book. If it don't have a diverse vocabulary but no depth to the book, I didn't see no need to write the book. So I wanted to make give y'all something that have a real in-depth feel to it, that have a real personal connection to it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to feel the intensity which with every sentence. You'll be able to feel the passion with every sentence. You'll be able to almost feel aroused with every sentence that you read from my books. You will be able to see the pain and be almost able to cry about the children that I tell you about. Matter of fact, I might tell you about. Matter of fact, I won't even gonna go this deep, but I'm gonna give y'all a little piece. And this it's kind of difficult for me to read, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all a real piece, man. You know, matter of fact, let me give y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all something crazy, man. I can't give y'all nothing that's just look just because it's there. I gotta give y'all something that's deep. And this is gonna be called The Foreigner. This piece is gonna be called The Foreigner. Through many different tales from my mother and from my father and from television, I was taught that this is the land of opportunity. I was taught that this was some pie in the sky, that everything and money will be falling out of the skies, that everything was wealthy, that everybody was well off, that everybody was living this anonymous dream, that everybody was living this unbelievable fantasy. All I could think about was wealth. All I could think about was women. All I could think about was fun. But as I arrived to this land and as I learned to live, I learned that discrimination was the key. I learned that my accent wasn't going to be welcomed. I learned that my culture wasn't going to be understood. And I learned that my words are going to fall upon deaf ears. So I'm just giving y'all little pieces. I need to know ASAP once we are able to purchase this book. That's called The Foreigner. And just giving y'all, because I don't even know if I'm gonna even add that to the all the way into the book. That's just I'm just giving y'all different pieces. I need to know every time once we are able to purchase this book. Sounds enlightening. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I really appreciate it. So I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Yes, what's going on? I'm giving y'all. I'm reading. I'm giving the pieces of a book. I'm showing. I'm reading pieces of the book. Knowledge is power. I'm just reading pieces of the book. That's all. Giving y'all pieces, giving y'all chapters, giving y'all different perspectives. Cause I'm gonna give y'all different pieces. I'm talking about the foreigner that arrived in America in the early '80s, and he was taught. He was given so much of an education. He lived more. He had a more of a lavish lifestyle more than the African kids that grew up in the early 1980s. He was given the stereotypical image of different places on Earth. He was given a very one dimensional way of looking at life. So when he came to the land, he started to see the realities. He started to see the dark roads, and he had a more delusional. He had a very naive way of looking at the world. He had a very closed-minded, spoiled, naive way of looking at what to expect when he entered the states. He had a very naive way of looking at the world as far as every continent, as far as every place. He was always given a one-sided view of everything. So when he finally arrives, he's he has to learn about the sexual relationships. He has to learn about the culture. He has to learn about the music, and everything is different from what the images that he was told. Hey, Valerie Carrier, this is Craig Godbody. You have came a long way. Keep up the good work. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Valerie. Yes, add that, please. Okay. Yeah, that one's going to be called The Foreigner. No, the one I gave y'all, but that's going to be, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to add it, because I know it's very vivid and I know it's very crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I know y'all understand my craziness and I know y'all understand my madness. So I'm trying to not over critique myself and just get it out there so y'all can read it. And I might just go into one a little bit more. Let me see where I should take it at. This was going to be called "Talk Through Your Body." It's going, and I know y'all done heard this. It sounds cliche because I know people be like, "Oh, body talking, body calling." I done heard that before, but I'm just giving y'all a little piece. I'm sharing the book, so let me share the book. So this was going to be called "Talk Through the Body." Through the sexual passion and my intensity, I was able to run my fingers through her hair. I was able to illustrate my thoughts through her skin. I was able to give her the pulse of my heart through the boiling blood that flowed through my skin. I felt myself aroused. I felt myself on a level that was rock hard, on a level that was masculine, on a level that screamed testosterone, that screamed real man. She was able to understand that I had real depth. She was able to understand that I had real passion. She was able to understand that she was not becoming just coming across any typical lover, that she just wasn't coming across any typical run in, that this was deeper than what she could fathom, that this was going to be deeper than her last relationship, that this was going to be something more complex than what she could illustrate by tongue kissing him, by just looking at his eyes. She knew it was going to be something more and something more intriguing, something mesmerizing that she just couldn't stop, that she just could not play on just a small scale. It had to be something deeper. It had to be something stronger. It had to be something lasting. So I'm just giving y'all a little something. Y'all coming in, y'all coming out on me. I know it's one of those days. I know everybody. I know it's lunchtime and all that. They're like, man, it's Godbody. It's Saturday, man. How you gonna just randomly read a book on Saturday, man? So I'm sorry. I be trying to just find a good time, which I'm able to. Thank you, Courtney Corday. I'm Corday Dre. I'm just trying to give y'all different passions. I'm just trying to give y'all a real in depth corners of me, man. You know, through my experiences, I was able to, whether it was having to, deal with death of loved ones, was it dealing with different dark roads of life. I was able to illustrate these different stories. I was able to see different scenarios of different people in different parts and different dark turns of life. I was able to understand and see the more vivid pieces of stuff because ever since I was a child, I experienced things on a different level. I was able to become in tune on a different level. So it was very, very um, easy for me to actually write, but finding what was appropriate and what was whatever for me to put out there for y'all to really get to understand me. That was the hardest part of the book The hardest part was trying to not over critique myself. I think which is the hardest part of making this, because I'll overthink. I'll take pieces out. I'll be like, nah, they ain't gonna really be digging that. They ain't really trying to read like that. So I don't know if I'm gonna even write, if I'm gonna even put this out. So it just been little small stuff that made me, procrastinate on the book. Y'all, excuse me. Why do you feel like the foreigner chapter is not you? Nah, I feel like the foreigner chapter it might be too in depth. It might be too crazy for people to understand. It might go over people's heads because it's talking about a foreigner, and might not be able to understand the depths and the levels and the pain and the confusion of being a foreigner, and just any type of foreigner. You know what I'm saying? And the chapter with the foreigner, excuse me, then chapter of the foreigner is going to be very. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more of the foreigner so y'all can understand where I'm trying to come from, and y'all let me know what you think about the foreigner. I stumble over my words with nervousness, trying to comprehend this very choppy language, this new culture of self-indulgence, this new culture of very elaborate wealth, this new culture of very different pieces of people, which I never really looked at in my country. In my country, we were more like a family. In my country, we were more like a home. But with this home, I felt that I was an outsider. In this home, I felt like an outcast. In this home, I felt like an embarrassed, uninvited guest. I knew that I had to build my strength through triumph, through mistakes, and through many dark tunnels. But this was more than what I could ever fathom coming from my country. This was more than I could ever get from reading some type of travel guide. This is more than what I thought I could handle. But this is something that would definitely change me, whether it was for the good or whether it's for the better. And that's just from the foreigner. That chapter is called the foreigner. I'm gonna bring different chapters. Keep the foreigner. More people will relate. There are many people here that feel like this. Oh, okay. I didn't know if it would just be like, we want to hear about relationships. We don't want to hear about no foreigner. We don't want to hear about no painful stories like that. So I didn't want to. I didn't know if I wanted to really give y'all, if y'all really would understand where I was coming from that type of perspective, so to say. Through my stories, I was able to, illustrate all my pain. I was able to illustrate the pain of others. I was able to look at the more reality and the more depths of others. And I'm gonna read a story which I don't know if I still don't know if I'm gonna put this. I might go ahead and put the foreigner in, but this story is like really deep for me. So, and this is gonna be called When Terminal Turns for the Worst. And this is going to be about my sister that suffered from that suffered from physical illness, that really were sick. This is for anybody that has a family member that had cancer, that has a child that's suffering from any type of terminal illness, any type of anything, whether they're in the Make a Wish Foundation or any type of stuff. This is a story for you. Through the eyes of my sister, I was able to see the vulnerability. I was able to see the realities of life. I was able to see and cherish and not take for granted every day that I had. Through her through her physical obstacles, I seen the strength within every day that I was around her. With every experience that I had with her, I was able to learn what endurance was. I was able to see what perseverance was. Every day I seen her yearn to just run around with her classmates, to just yearn just to live a regular life without being in a hospital bed, was something that was extremely different, was something that was extremely vivid to me. I was able to see the realities of a child living with terminal illness that could not have the stuff that we take for granted. I learned not to take the stuff that most people will never ever see as something to cherish, as something as precious as our physical attributes, such as our legs, such as our limbs, such as our health. We take for granted. But through the eyes of my sister, I was able to see the pain. I was able to see the perseverance. I was able to see the passion. I was able to see the strength. And that's called the when terminal turns for the worst. Because in that chapter, I'm able to go into the deep aspects of a child living with cancer, of a child living with multiple sclerosis, of a child living with any type of autism, with a child living with, I don't know, anything. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all, like, I had to watch my sister not be able to walk, so I was able to understand, like, this is not something I should be able to. I'm not going to ever take that for granted. I'm not going to take walking for granted. I'm not going to be able to take my gifts and my voice for granted. I'm not going to take my days and my experiences and my relationships for granted. Don't worry too much about how the words are perceived. Publish it from your heart because you wrote it from the heart. Whoever's meant to understand it will understand it. Okay, Jennifer, we always want to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much, Shay. Someone will need to hear your message. Oh, okay, Jennifer. I really appreciate that because y'all, the feedback y'all give me, it means a lot. The foreigners are people too. They have life experiences that we all can learn from. Okay, yeah, beautiful, excellent, sounds great. So with this book, y'all coming in here, y'all. I'm thinking y'all gonna get it's gonna start getting light. Y'all gonna start falling off, or y'all gonna start y'all coming in here stronger than the beginning. So I really appreciate y'all showing that love. I really appreciate that. Y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm coming, y'all. I ain't want to be blowing my nose on camera. I do not want to be blowing my nose on camera. Y'all just give me a second. I'm sorry, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all really hanging there with me. So I got to give y'all the real. I'm gonna give y'all one more this real this passionate chapter that I have. I'm gonna read y'all one more about this chapter. And this is gonna be called "She's on My Mind." It sounds very simplistic, but it's still very in depth. It's still very sexual. It's still very adult. So just giving y'all a heads up. It's called Deep. She's deep on my mind. The exotic fantasies of her pleasure play through my mind like a movie on HD. I see her body. I visualize her scent. I smell her perfume. As my hands roll across her skin, she becomes aroused. She becomes turned on. I can feel the swiftness and wetness of her tongue wrap around my neck. I feel the cold. I feel it slither down my neck. I feel the heat of my veins thrive and throb through the edges of my body. I start to yearn for her. I start to think about her. I start to fantasize her. I started to want her. My desire is deeper than what she could fathom. She knows that I find her attractive, but I think she thinks that's only a small word on a light scale, but it's only the beginning of what she could ever feel, what she could ever experience, or what I could ever have in store for her. I play a movie within many scenes of her. I put her in many different characters. I put her in many different scenarios, whether it's the naughty nurse, whether it's the sexy school teacher, or whether it's the disciplined principal. I put her in many different fantasies. I put her in many different desires. But my want for her is still deeper than skin deep. But my desire for her is something that she could never imagine. My movie plays for her over and over again. My movie is illustrated in my mind. My movie goes scene for scene. My movie goes deeper, deep in her skin, deep in her body, deep in her flesh, deep through her pores. She screams her sexual fantasy for me. She yells my name with thrill. She yells my name with want. She yells my name with passion. Just giving y'all. I'm just giving y'all a little something, something. We don't have to go through the suffering ourselves. Yeah, you're right about that, Shanta. I'm just giving y'all a little. Just giving y'all a little something. Let me see what. Okay, make sure I read all y'all stuff. Just giving y'all a little. Just giving y'all a little passionate part of the book. You know, I really love y'all, man. I hope y'all really understand and really. And all I can ask is y'all really, please let me know if y'all really um looking forward to that. Do y'all really really want me to go ahead and drop this and make this happen? Do y'all really understand the depths of where I'm coming from? I'm coming from many different angles. It's going to be a book of many different dark tales, of many, not just dark in the sense of being bad, but dark in the sense of being in depth, dark in the sense of, and what I mean by dark is almost like a different word. Like I mean dark in the sense of like a shadow. Like I'm talking about stuff that exists, that we know exists, that we know that happens, but in these stories they never get told. These stories they never get explained. These pieces of the person's soul are never um, illustrated. So with every story, with every chapter, you will getting deeper and deeper into the sense of an individual, whether it's sexual relationships, passionate relationships, childhood pain, childhood trauma. You know, and this one's called "The Missing Man." And this is about a child that's experienced much death. This is for any this, and I really feel like this is really for men. It don't even have to be black men. It could be any man that suffered from a lot of pain. That suffered whether he's a military veteran, whether he's a person that grew up in a ghetto with a lot of violence, whether he still is surrounded by this. This is going to be called the missing man. Due to many absences of my friend, it was hard for me to build a trust. It was hard for me to build a strong, solid foundation of which I can hold on to by seeing the many of my friends massacred by each other. I seen the black on black ridicule, the self hypocrisy. How could we complain about the pain of being inflicted by others when I seen us inflict pain on each other, when I see us cause chaos, and when I see us cause dysfunction with each other? How could we cry the same tears of purity? How we could cry the same tears of innocence, knowing that we have this guilt on our heart, knowing that we have this misery in our conscience? How could we go on? How could we feel like a man? How can we not feel like a monster with not being able to connect with my friends as I wanted to, with being able, with them being snatched from me from my youth, with seeing many multiple of my friends leave the earth? I started to become desensitized. I became disconnected. I became dissatisfied. I became discontinued as far as an individual. I became almost like a book that didn't have a chapter. I almost came as though a car without any wheels, with no direction, with no sense of hope, with no sense of passion. I became cold. I became heartless. I became bitter, seeing my many friends leave from many different violent circumstances. I became over cautious of my physical being. I became more concerned about my physical well being more than my spiritual well being. I became more focused on becoming this militant, this tyrant, this warrior. I became more focused on being being the man of war than being the man of passion, to being the man of character. I illustrated and I masqueraded my soul with pain. I masqueraded my soul with rage. I masqueraded my soul with deep empathy for my friends, with deep pain for my many loved ones that were taken by the gun. I became a man of child with one entity. I became all these things at the age of 11. I became a man of pain. I became a man of isolation. I became a man of blandness. And that's called The Missing Man. This is about a child that's seen many of his friends murdered. This is about a child that's seen many different obstacles of death. This is about a child that's had many people that he were close to be ripped from him without a second's notice, without a warning's notice. This is about a child that had a certain light within him in the beginning, but he experienced different things in life that made him feel a certain neglect, that made him feel a certain piece of him wasn't there anymore. He felt he could feel the spiritual identity of him being almost evaporated, so to say. His spiritual identity was evaporated by the experiences of death, by the experiences of tragedy, by the wickedness of the world, by the wickedness of the life and the experiences that he experienced in the 80s, growing up in the early 80s, growing up during the crack era, growing up during the late 80s and the early 90s. And I'm telling the stories from quote unquote my big brother's eyes, because I'm giving y'all the tales of the generation that was kind of before that, the generation that was before me, like the cats that grew up in the 90s, the cats that grew up in the late 80s. I'm giving you a different perspective because I've been given many different stories. I'm giving you a combination of stories and I'm putting them together into fictional characters, and you're gonna see the real in depth and the real meaning of different sides that is very deep. I'm really proud of the channel and the way it's growing. So it's gonna be something that y'all can really, really, really look at. And this is gonna be about a child that's suffering, pretty much suffering from post traumatic stress disorder, if, as far as the political correct term. But it really all it is, he's spiritually wounded. He's spiritually desensitized. He's spiritually in pain. So he's used to pain. He's become used to violence. He's become used to people being ripped from him. He's been used to seeing chaos. He's used to tragedy. It's become almost like a second language. It's just like him looking at the back of his own hand. He almost know it. He can just smell trouble around every corner. He has, you know, matter of fact, let me read. Do y'all want me to read a little bit? Which one y'all want me to read? Which perspective y'all want me to read from? I will give y'all one more chapter. It's up to y'all. What y'all wanted me to read from? Which one y'all? What side? What perspective y'all want me to take? It's up to y'all. For real, for real. I can start. I can go. I can go back into deep inside her love. I can go into the foreigner, and I can go into the missing man. I can read more of the missing man. It depends on what chapter y'all want me to read on. Y'all let me know which one y'all want me to read. Y'all let me know. Cause I know y'all listening real good and I know y'all real quiet, but y'all let me know something. Cause I really want to get a real vivid feedback from y'all. I really want a real honest feedback. So y'all let me know something. And I know how it be in I know how they be doing my comments sometimes. So if it takes a little minute, I understand. What are my options? Your options are I can read from the deep dive deep in her love, the more sexual chapter. I can go into the chapter about the missing man, about the little boy that's experienced a lot of death. I could go into the foreigner, about the foreigner from the early 1980s that's moving into America because of the impoverished country in which he's came from. No longer provides the opportunity that he was seeking, and he wanted a better life for himself. But as he entered to the United States, as he entered into these different countries, because he goes into the United States, he goes to Australia, and he also goes to South America. So he's experienced three dimensions of three different worlds. So I'm giving you a deep perspective. The deep chapter, the missing man. Oh, y'all want me to read from all come on, y'all gotta help me out. Y'all give me all the chapters I just said. So I need one more person to balance out the vote. Cause y'all all giving me a chapter. They're all good. Before the y'all telling me to read all of them. So y'all let me know which y'all give me something. I need one more person to vote to balance the vote out. I know you are, Shay. I really appreciate it. Let me see. You like them all, Loretta? Okay, let me see where I'm gonna come from. Cause y'all the missing man. Okay, somebody else said the missing. I'm gonna start. Okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read a little piece from every last one of them. All right, the missing man. Through bitterness and rage, I used to learn to provoke violence. I learned to provoke things, not even understanding the the deep conflict of my soul, the deep rage of my experiences had caused me to have this permanent blackness in my heart. It caused me to have this permanent inner stain of rage, this inner stain of understanding that violence wasn't good, that understanding that death is not something that should be happening at such a fast rate. Death is something that should not be happening at such young ages. Men should not be able to be pulled from their life at this time, at this early point in their experiences. Watching my friend lifeless body sit there, I not only looked at his lifeless body as leaving my life. I found him leaving his family. I found him leaving his opportunities. I found him leaving his children. I found him leaving his brother. I found him leaving his sister. I found him leaving every opportunity he could have had. I found him leaving every girl he could have kissed. I found him leaving every piece of money he could have touched. I found him leaving every opportunity he could have contained. I found everything he could have experienced, everything he could have changed, every person he could have touched, every human that he could have loved. I felt it was a waste. I felt the pain. I felt the bitterness. I felt the hatred. I felt the violence coil through my blood like a volcano ready to erupt. I was ready to seek revenge. I was ready to seek some type of gratitude. I was ready to seek some type of infliction on his enemies, which were my enemies. As I looked at his lifeless body as deformed, as looking at this man that was once my friend, who was once a handsome man, once a man loved by multiple women, once a man loved by his community, now a lifeless disfigurement of what could have been. That's just a little piece of the missing man. And for anybody who don't know what the missing man is about is about death. It's about a man going through pain. It's about a man experiencing pain of different death that's going through death. One for deep, two for sexual, three for missing man. Pick one, y'all. Okay, you are the author. It's your choice. Uh, and I'm gonna read. For the next one. I'm gonna read. Y'all really like the missing man, huh? I think y'all really like that chapter, huh? Y'all giving me a very deep perspective of how I should write this book. I thank y'all for giving me feedback because y'all let me know how I should start this book out, what pieces y'all like the most. And this is gonna be called Deep Inside Her Love. Matter of fact, now I'm not gonna just give y'all Deep Inside Her Love. I'm gonna read a piece of a sexual chapter. I'm gonna try to read the lighter pieces of it because I know I can't go so deep because we still on YouTube, so I can't go but so far. But I'm gonna give y'all a little bit. And this one's called The Very Core of Her. Through the spiritual, I was able to endure her physical depths, you know, because I was able to look at her through many different scenes, through many different pieces of her body. I was able to touch not only her hair, not only her breasts, not only her back, not only her neck. I was able to touch her heart. I was able to see the many pieces of her childhood. I was able to see the many passions of her love. I was able to see the loyalty of her character. I was able to see the intensity through her kisses. I was able to feel the genuineness through her touches. I feel her wetness wrap around me like an ocean that I dive into, trying to refresh myself, refreshing me, reviving me, giving me clarity, giving me rejuvenation, giving me inspiration. I write my story and I illustrate my story on her heart, on her breast, which I lick. I feel her arousement through the touch of her skin. I feel her excitement. I'm just giving y'all little pieces, you know what I'm saying? Just give y'all a little something. I love y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all being here. I know everybody ain't gonna be able to come in. I know everybody doing their little trick or treat thing. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all let me know how y'all think about the book because I'm coming from many different sides. I'm coming from many different pieces. I'm coming from a very deep part of me. I'm coming from different deep perspectives. So, hey, deep perspectives. Hey, Jennifer. Let me see. I like that one. Oh, okay. You like that one? Okay. You know, it's gonna be very passionate. You might be aroused. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be so descriptive. You're gonna become aroused. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna become aroused just reading the pages. It's gonna sound like you're reading some very in depth, erotic fantasy at times. It's gonna feel like you're reading a tragedy at times. It's gonna feel like you're reading like a action book at times. It's gonna take you on many different levels. It's not gonna be just on one category. It's gonna cover many different spaces. Just and I really appreciate you. I really appreciate y'all, especially Shay, Jennifer, Sky, Eleven Hook. Like I really appreciate y'all being in here. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate y'all really showing me love and really giving me a ear. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted y'all to get a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Understand that I love y'all. And this is my link. Y'all want to like it? I might have to wait to do my. I really. I'm gonna still do a video tonight. I'm gonna still do a video because I know this is just a sneak peek or whatever. So I'll probably still do something, a video tonight. Even if I don't do it tonight, I will definitely do it tomorrow because I want y'all to be able to enjoy this. Thank you so much, Shay. I'm not celebrating Halloween this year. Oh, okay. And this is why, like, you will see in this piece of this book, you will see the many different in-depth pieces of of a woman, of sexual relationships, of life, of the Scorpio, of different sides, of different people, and all these individuals all of them are fictional, but they definitely all of them are putting the mindsets and experiences of Scorpios. You know what I'm saying? They are going to have very vivid pictures and very real stories behind them, but they're going to be behind fictional characters. So I love y'all for really giving me that feedback because I need to know what y'all want to hear. I need to know what if y'all understand what I'm bringing to y'all because I'm really going to put a lot into this. I really appreciate that. Let me see. Thank you so much, Shiny G. She said it sounds mad good. I'm feeling this chapter. I really appreciate that. Let me see what Chi Chi said. I think Chi Chi said something. Just wait for y'all to speak in the chat room because I don't know if the comments be coming in slow. But I be waiting for y'all to say something to me. Y'all don't get quiet on me. I know y'all want me to read, but don't get let me at least let me know you want me to read. Don't just get quiet on me. Let me know something. I love y'all, man. Thank you so much, Valerie. I really appreciate it. Where you from anyway, Valerie? I like that language. Where you from? Valerie, are you the foreigner? I know I got a lot of foreigners in my as far as us in the states. I know I got a lot of foreigners that's here. People that's from all over the world. So I think a lot of people will be able to understand that part of the book. I really want to give y'all something in depth. I know it's a crazy time of the day. So I'm hoping that y'all can really pick up on it, that y'all can really enjoy it. I might just do a video on Instagram so they can really get a piece of it and I can really put it out there so y'all can enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on how this video do and how y'all really pick up on it. I'll keep it up there or whatever. But I love y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all sticking in here and hanging with me and just I really wanted to give y'all this piece. It don't even feel like the video been that long because we've been having so much fun. I've been giving y'all that. So I love y'all. Big kiss. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart for those who really been listening. And I know a lot of them y'all running around doing whatever. It's because I know the true meaning of. Oh yeah, yeah. Me too, Shay. Me too. So my first language is French. Okay, okay. So I love y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I will do a video on Instagram to let everybody know about this video. And I will probably do a video tonight at 10. You know, uh, I will be doing a lot of videos. I'm gonna be going from every aspect. I'm gonna be talking about all types of aspects. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I love y'all, man. I really appreciate all the support. And I will be back soon. So y'all make sure y'all follow me on Godbody underscore 2009 on Instagram. If you could show love, make sure you hit that link. Make sure you donate if you can. I love y'all. Let me know what you think about the book. If you can't find this video, just click on my avatar on your subscription list. Click on my avatar. You will see this video. Make sure y'all be getting quiet at times. Yeah, y'all be getting so quiet. Why y'all get so quiet? What's going on? Why y'all so quiet? I need to know why y'all quiet. Why y'all quiet? Why y'all so quiet? Why y'all quiet? Y'all don't I don't need to just hear me. I like to hear feedback from y'all. I'm doing this for y'all. This is a sneak peek reading. This is a book reading. I need to hear from y'all. I need to know what y'all think. You know, I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. Loretta said something. A couple of y'all said something, but the rest of y'all get so quiet, man. It might be some of y'all that don't want to say, I'm working and listen. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I know some of y'all working because I like to listen to you. I'm doing my daughter's hair. Oh, okay. I know y'all doing multiple things. Okay, I can understand that part. But, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Uh, y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? The Foreigner. Well, I didn't read the foreigner, huh? You want me to read the foreigner? Is that what you let me know what you're saying, Shawnee G? Do you want me to read the foreigner? Cause you just put the word. Don't just give me the word. What you want me to read? Are you saying that I need to read from it? That I forgot to read from it? Is that what you saying, Shawnee? Let me know, Shawnee, so I don't have to just guess. Please help me out here. Do you want me to read from the foreigner chapter, Shawnee? Cause I would do it if you want me to read it. I'm gonna see what she gonna say. 'Cause I know Jennifer want me to read it too, so I'll go ahead and read it. Cause I love y'all, and I know y'all appreciate it. And then I'm gonna read from a different aspect of the foreigner too. Shiny ain't said nothing. Everybody else said Shiny got quiet. This is gonna be called a foreigner. through all the money and education I had maintained from being a citizen in America, I thought that my parents, I thought that my family, I thought that my whole community would embrace me, especially a country like Africa, which so many opportunities weren't available to us, so many different uh, dynamics of society. There were so many different dynamics of society that were missing that I thought that I thought was normal growing up as a child in Africa. I thought all of these newfound qualities, these newfound hobbies, these newfound pieces of me would be embraced because of the impoverished, the very misguided background that I was given from growing up, from being poor, from being in a third world country, which didn't provide the basic human needs and basic human decencies that most Americans take for granted, that are spoiled and used to. I became this individual that thought I would be embraced and I would be loved and that I would be looked upon as a town hero in my African community. But I was looked more as a Judas. I was looked as some spoiled, transformed, brainwashed, Americanized African boy. I was looked at almost as some type of circus freak that had came to almost tease them, that came to almost tease them with my new American culture, that came to tease them with my new American wealth. That I wasn't trying to teach them, that I was only trying to make fun of them and show them that I was better than them. But I was only trying to teach them and trying to embrace them, my newfound lessons, that my newfound gifts that I felt that I was blessed to receive, that I wanted to return it almost like a gift being passed down, but like a stubborn child not wanting to eat a piece of food, they smacked it out of my hand. They rejected what I had to give. They looked at me as an American monkey. They looked at me worse than the Americans looked at me when I entered 20 years ago. They looked at me as some type of Americanized clown. And that's just a chapter from the Foreigner. This book is going to be called The Deep Dark Tales. Deep Dark Tales. Let me see. I love the book. It has so much depth to it. I can't wait until it drop. Godbody. This is about this is the part of the Foreigner where the foreigner from Africa, he comes back from Nigeria. He comes back. I'm trying to figure out whether it should be Nigeria or it should be Ghana because I'm very in tune. I love both cultures and both countries. So I was gonna do it from Ghana. Is a man that's coming from Ghana, and he comes with this notion that it's going to be this pie in the sky everywhere outside of Africa is quote unquote better. But as he goes out and explore the countries, he goes through to three different continents because he was able to come across a scholarship through him doing many different things in scholastics. And while he was in Africa, he became more and more enhanced. So as he comes back to his land of Africa, he realizes that he's not embraced. He thought they would love him. He thought he would be this town hero. He thought he would be this individual that they would see as somebody great. But he realizes that they look at him as a traitor. They look at him as being some spoiled American African. They look at him as almost being a half African. They don't even look at him as being a whole African no more. They look at him as being somebody that once was. You know what I'm saying? Because he confronts situations with his friends. He's confronted situations with his father. He's confronted situations with his family. So he's finding out that he's almost an outcast, and not only in the countries that he's foreign to, but he has become an outcast to in Africa also because of the things that he's acquired, or the knowledges that he's attained, or the materials that he's built to have. They look at him as almost a half man. They look at him as almost being inferior. They look at him as almost being weak like a woman. They don't look at him as being a full African male no more. They look at him as being almost this soft, watered down African. He's not a full African no more. They feel like once you leave the country and you come back, they feel like you're watered down to a certain extent. You're not a whole African. You're not a whole person of that country no more. So I'm about to go. I'm gonna go real deep. Thank you for your precious time. Worth a million. Wow, you have a gift. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I know so many. I know how it goes. I know everybody doing this, doing that. So I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all really appreciate this. I hope y'all really learn to like this and understand. And y'all give me your feedback. I love y'all. I will also do something for Instagram. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I love y'all. Y'all show that love. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all later. Peace. Cause I know how it goes. Let me see. It sounds great. Okay, thank you, Shawnee G. I will see y'all later. I appreciate the love, and I'll probably let this video build up because I know a lot of people haven't got to see my last video. A lot of y'all haven't even got to see my last few videos. So I might slow down just so y'all can catch up on those videos today and do something tomorrow night. So I will be back most likely tomorrow night at 10. But if I do pop up, don't be surprised. But I'll probably wait till tomorrow because I know people doing all the Halloween stuff. So I will probably wait till tomorrow, but I will let y'all know. So I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for the support, and I hope y'all enjoy me giving y'all these sneak pieces because it's going to be really good. So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.